So when looking for a daily, there's multiple things that you need to take into consideration. You want something that's small so you can maneuver around town, cheap and reliable. Like this Chevy Spark. But that's not the daily. Another consideration is something that's electric, like this Tesla Model 3 or the MG. But they're not the dailies. So why not take into consideration something like this? Perfect all-rounder. It does what it says on the tin. And it's reasonably priced as well. But that's not the daily. Or if you're feeling a little bit more flash for your cash and you want something more performance-based, why not take into consideration the G81 M3? Perfect daily, but that's not the daily. So after taking into account all them different options, I personally wanted something that was large and comfortable, as well as some decent road presence for when we're out and about for the Gaining Traction channel. So have a look at this flagship model S63. But that's not the daily. I feel like we could talk all day about what makes a good daily, but I'm going to do the complete opposite anyway. So I feel like it'd be better if I just go and get the car, bring it here, and show you exactly what we got.
RDMS.
So here you have it, a car that I've wanted for a while. How long have I been telling you about this car, bro?
Months you've been going on about this.
It's got to be at least 12, at least a year. But yeah, Lexus LS400. It's a 4 litre V8, which when we're talking about dailies.
I'm not laughing. I'm not.
Somebody tell me in the comments, why have I done it? Why? Yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, it was an impulse buy. It's a straight piped V8. This and daily shouldn't be in the same sentence realistically, should they, bro? I seen this on Marketplace and it was one of them, like next day I was buying it, so yeah. Come and take a closer look. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of the thing. It's lengthy, innit?
Yeah, boy.
Right, so I'll pop the bonnet. You can have a look at the famous 1UZ engine. 1UZ or 1UZ? 1UZ or 1UZ? I don't know if I'm American or English nowadays, bro. Do you hear the sound of that door closing, bro? That's luxury, that. 1998 luxury. That is a sizable engine bay, innit?
Look how many K20s you can fit.
You know your engine bay is big, yeah, when such a big engine doesn't look like it's over cramming the engine, do you know what I mean? The engine bay. If anyone's wondering about all these extra things in the engine bay, by the previous owner, in its previous history, it was LPG converted. We're not running that because why would we run on gas when we can run on V-power? Yeah, V-power or momentum. There's not really much to see under here. It's pretty plain engine bay, innit? Other than the size of it, the sheer size of it. But yeah, we got headlight washers. What new car when have you seen headlight washers other than on top spec? That's one of the faults of the car because I bought this car, yeah, as like an impulse buy. I didn't really pay much attention to all the little niggly things. You know, there's so many little things wrong with it. For its age, it's clean, and there's a lot of things that are good about it, but there's also a lot of things that we're gonna have to fix, which will be good for the channel. But one of the main things that we've noticed so far is it doesn't retain windscreen washer fluid. It looks like it's leaking out on this side, around this area, so potentially that headlight washer could be a culprit, we don't know. Everything that's been done to the car, barring the interior, was all done by the previous owners. So it's on coilovers, don't know the brand. As you can see, it's not dropped too much, so I don't know what the actual drop is. I can't imagine what the original suspension would have been, because originally it's on air, innit? But it's like some sort of magnetic or self-leveling air system.
Even with the coil, really.
It's comfy, innit? It's a little bit firm, but compared to any other car you've been in with coilovers, it's comfy. Obviously, it's got 2-piece or 3-piece wheels, I don't even know, bro.
It's got bolts.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of these wheels. I think some nice chrome spinners. We got to buy into the full, like, don't you think it looks like a pimp car, bro?
Pink car.
So we got to buy into that, haven't we?
It came from a family tree. My granddaddy was a pimp. My great-great-great-granddaddy was a pimp. I'm talking about pimping since pimping since pimping.
Yeah, I feel like chrome spinners have got to be on the bucket list, but they've got to be done properly. And right now, putting fuel in this car. Talking about fuel, should we tell them what the miles per gallon
This
is?
guy's like, it won't be too bad. About 3 litres before.
Yeah, bro. This is another level when it comes to fuel. It drinks fuel. The miles per gallon at the minute, since refueling, which we refueled today, we've not been driving sensibly, but we've not been driving. I think it's somewhere like 13, 14 miles per gallon.
That's 1-3, yeah, not 3-0.
Yeah, conservatively, when I've been driving to and from work in it, I've been getting 17, 18. So I may as well just send it, realistically. Talking about the noise it makes. So it's got a custom straight through exhaust. It has got some silencers on the back, but they may as well not be there. As you can see, the tips are fucking ginormous, aren't they? So other than them couple of mods that we've mentioned, it has got LED lights all around, bulbs. Yeah, at night time it does look quite nice. But other than that, they're pretty much the mods that I bought it with. You don't really need much in this, bro. Like, it's got a lot of spec from standard. When I bought it, we've had the car, what, 2 months now? The insurance only started this week, so the car's been on the road for a week. And the main thing when I bought the car that I wanted to change, I told you as soon as I brought it home, it had full cream interior, bro. And for a car of this age, it's a 98, you can imagine, it's on just over 120,000 miles. The amount of foot traffic these carpets have seen, bro, must be mental. So the carpet was a little bit dirty, and I didn't want to get into like cleaning out the carpet and scrubbing it and all that. It just made more sense to go for black leathers. We found them on Marketplace pretty cheap. Stripped out the full interior. Might have some pictures that we'll insert somewhere. And now we're running full black leathers, black carpet, black armrest. The lower trims are all changed to black. Still got that nice wood grain effect, but we've kept the cream seat belts and seatbelt buckles in the rear. The seatbelt buckles in the front are black. I feel like with the colour of the car, the half black and cream kind of works. Yeah, we bought everything, so we had the full black interior, including the dashboard, the headliner, everything. The amount of work it took us to get that dashboard, like we had to strip the dashboard out, the headliner, or we helped the guy who we bought it from strip it out. And I was like, I don't know, bro, about doing that ourselves. And yeah, it just proved to be too much work. And then when I started looking at it when it was partially done, the colour with the interior, it just made sense to leave it as is. As for other modifications, we also added, it's got a factory subwoofer, but we've recently just added our own sub. To show you now. Sounds 10 times better with this sub. This is a sub that I've had for years. But yeah, it sounds 10 times better because the audio is just a lot clearer. It's like the speakers aren't trying to fight with the bass and stuff like that. But as with a car of this age, it's not perfect. So I'm going to quickly show you around the few little bits that will eventually need seeing to or changing. Starting at the rear, we know the car's long, right? And when we're talking about dailies, I was saying before, you want something small and easy to park. Clearly somebody needed something small and easy to park and not this bolt because they've bumped it into something. Couldn't tell you what. I bought it like that, it wasn't me. We're missing an aerial. Some trusty duct tape's been added to that. The other issue, exhaust. It's got a little rattle coming from the valves, because it is a valved exhaust, so you can close the valves. It's a little bit quieter, but it's still a straight pipe V8, so it's not mega quiet.
Get the valves closed today.
Why would I close the valves, bro? Why would the only time the valves are closed are for start up when I'm starting work at silly o'clock in the morning. Door trim. When we bought the black interior, there was a few little bits that was forgot and left behind, as you can imagine. We had so much stuff to grab. We left a few bits, yeah. And my original trim for this was glued to this, so when we took it off and took the door card out, it all fell apart, and putting it back in would have meant gluing it when we're going to change it anyway, which just didn't make sense. The bonnet, I'd say, is the worst area for paintwork.
Reckon you could get away with like a wet sand and a polish on that?
Potentially, but I've heard that Japanese paint is quite difficult to bring back to life. Another thing as well, we've got a little bit of rust up here, a little bit of bubbling. That's one of the main areas for concern. And the biggest concern is it's got a slight misfire. It's not terrible.
Only developed recently though.
Yeah, I drove it home, it was fine. Driving, it's fine.
Yeah.
Park, it's usually okay. Sometimes it misfires. Neutral, hit and miss. Usually it's fine. Sometimes it misfires. But then when it's in drive and I'm stopped, that's when it's doing it majority of the time.
Yeah.
When we go for a big drive out, it seems to clear up. We've read some codes today, so we've got a few ideas of what we think it might be. Was it Bank 102 sensor?
Yeah, something to do.
So we're going to look into that. I've also been on the forums and we've asked a few people. There's a few things for us to look at. Worst case being ECU, but we're hoping it's not on them levels. Why don't you take a seat? Take a seat and just explain to the viewers how comfortable them rear seats are, bro. And bearing in mind, I'm not the shortest guy, right? My seat's as far back as it'll go, pretty much. And you've got space, so you've also got your own 12 volt, got an ashtray, auto rear windows, pop it up, heated rear seats, cup holders for the rear. Good choice.
Good choice.
Let me jump in the
Well,
front.
that's like
Heated front seats, of course. Automatic adjustment.
all the spec.
Yeah, got telescopic automatic steering wheel. So that's what it's called, isn't it?
Telescopic automatic steering wheel.
I think so.
That's a mouthful.
I don't know if it is called that. You're making me doubt myself now, bro. The steering wheel's automatic. That's all you need to know. We was thinking for a long time, like, nicknames for the car, weren't we? And we was like, I don't know, like, it needed its own character, didn't it? And after a little bit of deliberation, we came up with a name, Flexus. And I feel like Flexus is the perfect name for this car. The amount of attention this car gathers on the road, even we don't need to be sending this car. Like, it's not a car for sending. We've got the 36, which I don't know if that's a car for sending, really. We've got the 36, we've got the Civic. This is just a chill daily, like, that's what it's supposed to be.
Party pieces.
Yeah. But yeah, the attention it gathers is mad, bro. So, there you have it. The new Gaining Traction Daily. Let us know in the comments what content you want to see from the car. Shall we do shut cams? Shall we do some B-road bashing in a boat? Have you ever seen B-road bashing in such a boat? What do you want to see from the car? So for now, that's enough talking. If you like the car, make sure you subscribe to the channel to see the content coming in the next couple of weeks. May as well close it out there, innit?